that I'm making though on the album, the chorus goes like this: you can't move the unmovable, shake the unshakable, break the unbreakable. So we're gonna be them guys.
Can't.
We're gonna be them dudes that you can't destroy, because we're gonna have that level of power that's way above people's comprehension, and that's where the fear's gonna kick in. That's where the absolute fear is gonna kick in with these nations, because they're gonna see the chariots, us getting beamed up in these chariots, and the way that we're gonna come down in these chariots, and the bodies that we're gonna possess. They're gonna see all of that. And they're gonna get their ass whooped. They're gonna see the kind of ass whooping they're gonna get from us.
Hey brother, I don't mean to make this into a joke, right? And
Yeah.
Esau comes up with, I can't believe it's not butter. Right?
Right.
That's his best creation.
That's his best creation. Right? So like your brother, I just have to say
that's
that.
cool. That's cool, man.
You know?
So, hey, man, like the Most High is gonna put us on a grand level, a grandiose level, man, out here, like crazy. So, like I said, when we whip these nations' ass in the way that we're gonna do it, they're gonna have to submit automatically.
I may add to your point about the throwing fire. That's Elijah could call down fire from heaven.
Yes.
It even says it in the book of Revelations that they was able to stop rain from coming down. So that's again power, man. It's power.
Yeah, it says the nations that will not serve thee, they're not going to get any rain.
Yeah, because we're going to be able to stop their rain. So if your portion of land doesn't have rain on it, guess what? You have your droughts. When you have your droughts for duration of time, your vegetation dies out. The cattle that you have dies out, and as well as you will die. So they're going to be, hey man, it's just going to be a thing of, look man, we ain't got no choice but to serve the Creator.
Elder, but which chapter again when they talk about they wanted so much killing to go on, they stopped the sun?
Oh, that is back in Judges.
Is it Judges? Is it Judges?
Joshua. That's one of my favorites. I was thinking about that.
They stopped the sun in order so the sun don't go down, so it could keep on killing and the Most High did that.
That's Joshua 10, I think. That's Joshua
Wow.
10.
That's powerful.
That's powerful.
Right. You think even Rothschild got that kind of power? Them niggas ain't got that kind of power.
No.
They only got the power to manipulate the money system, which is what they've done to be where they're at today. But that's as far as it goes. They got other levels of power too. They work with demons and all that. But that ain't really, that's nothing though, because them demons, they work with the Most High. And them demons ain't really did too much, really, when you check it out. When you deal with what we're going to get, the blessings that we're going to receive, you know what I'm talking about. When I use the term blessings. Yeah. Even though the real word means even though it means to have people bow down to you.
Yeah.
But what we're going to be gifted with by the Most High Himself, it's going to far surpass the power that they're working with, man, on the left-hand side. So they ain't got shit.
Yeah. And to what you just said earlier, because I was thinking about Joshua's one of my favorite characters for now, but there's always going to be someone else. But they made the Most High made stones and big massive stones on all these enemies.
Boy,
he rained stones on them.
That's the power, man. That's the power that we serve. So when you think about it, if we're serving this power and we're being reconciled, because this is the thing, like we read these scriptures, but we don't actually thoroughly understand.
Thank you, brother.
How powerful these scriptures really are.
I'm telling you.
And the change that's going to come, that we're going to receive. Like, we're literally going to be reconciled back to our power again. We're going to have that connection with Him again. And once you got that genuine connection, because it's all about communication. Like, the way you build a community is you communicate with your peoples around your way. And that's how you build a community, is when people stay in contact with one another. So we're literally going to have contact with our power.
Yeah.
That's why it says also in the book of Isaiah that you should think something and it's going to be right there.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have that complete communication with the Lord Himself. That's the blessing. That's what I don't cut you, brother. Sorry.
That's all right.
That's what Yahweh Shai died for. Yahweh Shai died for us so that His sons can be reconciled back to Him. And then therefore we can be what? Sons of God.
That's right.
So when you're a son of God, even though you're a miniature God, which is what you will be anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
But you will be on a supreme higher level, man. Yeah. To where you can like come up with shit, make anything you want, because you thought about it.
Yeah.
Like let's just say, for example, right? I have I can literally make a car garage from scratch, or a car mechanic place or something like that, and I could build like 5 cars with my own hands. I could just be one person building one car. You know what? You know how long it takes to build a car, man? It takes about approximately I would say probably like 2 years to build a car. Good car. Takes about 2 years. So, and you got like multiple different people working on the same car. But we're going to be able to build things in a soon matter of time. Big things.
Huh.
We're going to, man, I'm telling you. Go on, brother.
So you were saying miniature gods, but giants to...
Yeah, we're going to be giants.
Yeah, but giants to the heathens.
Yes.
To where Yehoshua is concerned and David and the Most High is concerned, we will be small. But
Yeah.
when it
To
comes
them, we'll be
to
gods.
our understudies, our peasants,
Come on.
will be giants to them. God ruling over them.
Yeah.
right.
And when you got that kind of, you wanted to say something, right?
Yeah, but change the subject. Keep going.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I mean, we're going to be on a level to where we can get anything we want. We can get any woman we want. We'll be able to have anything. Anything that comes to mind.
Right.
We'll be able to have it, man. And this is what the Lord promised us. This is what we're yearning for right now. We don't give a shit about this fucking world, man. This world ain't got shit for it. This world ain't about nothing, man. What does this guy want? What do you want?
Sorry, I'm just wondering. It sounds interesting. I want to know how to find this.
Okay, well, just listen. We're gonna close out in a minute, but you could listen to what we're saying, and hey, you may get it, you may not. Where you from anyway? What's your nationality?
I've been listening. I'm English.
Oh, you're from England. What part of England?
I just here, man.
Yeah, I know, but what part? Where was you born?
London.
I'm saying sorry. I'm talking about your family members.
Yeah, pretty much London as well. You know?
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I was saying, man, man, I'm telling you, this road ain't shit in comparison to what we gonna get in the kingdom, man. Bottom line in the story, this road is going down. The Lord is getting ready to destroy this place. Hey, there's internal problems within this government, and it's down and out, man. It's done. It's through. We've been saying this for years, that this place is going to be destroyed, and now we see it. Now we actually see what we've been saying for all of these years.
That's right.
Go on, brother. You want to say something?
It's like it changes the subject slightly, but you mentioned we was talking about when the nations aren't going to get any rain if you don't want them to have rain.
Go on.
Well, talking about famine, that's another thing. I was watching a video by Elder Requayukram, and it's coming out that a lot of farmers are destroying their crops.
Yeah, yep.
Which is going to lead to a huge famine. I mean, and that shows Esau's trying to exacerbate the situation.
That's it.
Because there's all these shortages due to supply chain problems, but furthermore, you've got farmers taking the bag and destroying complete crops. So it's going to get so... I'm going to use the word medieval out here, man.
Oh yeah, and they're doing it, and it's planned. It's a pre-planned situation. It's not going to be where it's going to be a natural famine where, as they say, Mother Nature's going to take its course. Really, there's no such thing as Mother Nature. Like I was watching the video that the Elder Ramah did about that, right? Which that goes back to some bullshit.
Yeah.
God said they was worshiping there, But basically, it's not going to be a natural placed by God kind of sort of thing, which it really is because everything is orchestrated by the Most High in itself anyway. But what I'm saying is it's going to be pre-planned, this thing. This famine that's going to take place is going to be pre-planned because you got many farmers like you was talking about in the States and as well as down here that have actually exposed that the government is telling them to do with the crops and all of this other stuff. So that's what they want to do because really what they would like to do is create a system where it's going to be you can't go to the store and get as much goods as you want from the shop. It's gonna be everything's gonna be based on ration.
Yeah.
Like during the time of the World Wars, like World War, I think it was World War II.
Yeah.
You had rations, so they're gonna bring that back. Go on, brother. And also you got to get the mark of the beast too.
In order to get your food.
Yes.
Because that's another thing they're saying. It starts with your job. Okay, you can't work here unless you take the stabbing jab.
Right. The spider juice.
Then it's going to get to... Well, it's already starting in some places, actually. You can't go to, certain shopping centres. You can't go to the cinema. Can't go to watch baseball or American football or whatever. Then it's going to get to, when people can start bugging out is when you can't go into a supermarket anymore. They're going to be like, oh, how are we going to get our food?
Yeah.
Well, again, if you're in this truth, the Most High will provide for you. But that's going to be another fulcrum. Yeah. Because mothers are going to go crazy. They're going to be like, my baby needs to eat. And if you're married to a woman and you've got children, you're going to be like, she's going to be cursing you out, saying, what are you doing as a man? You're supposed to be providing for us. Right. Then your ass is going to be like, yes, dear. You go and you get your chips so you can get your food. Your ass is through, man.
Some man might ran out on the street and get shot to death, man. Their head blown off.
Yeah.
The soldier's going to be out there. I'm just saying, through the spirit, that's what's going to happen, man.
Yep.
People are going to lose their minds. Like it says in Ezra, it says that it's a prophecy in Ezra where it says many people shall invade their neighbors
Yes.
for the lack of bread,
They're spoiling their goods.
spoiling their goods. So I mean, it's gonna get wild out here. And this is something we've always been talking about for years, beginning with our elder apostles that taught us this truth, and as well as us too. So I mean, there you go, man. Like it's about to go down. The shit's about to hit the fan. So I mean, if you can, brother, read me one last scripture, and we're gonna close out.
All right, Khan. Do you want me to just pull one?
Yeah, just put anything. And I mean, it's all good. It's not all bad, because guess what? As it is written in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So we're transitioning from one world to another world. That's why all of this melee is going to start happening.
All right, I've got a precept.
Go on, brother.
This is Isaiah 29, verse 16. Surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Go on.
For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not?
Right.
Or shall the thing framed of him say, who framed it,
Come.
that he have no understanding?
Yeah, and that's what they think. Like these different secretive councilmen, they think that the Lord has no knowledge and understanding. But wait a minute, the Lord created them to be the way that they are. So how could you then think that? But see, this is the thing. They believe in their own madness. Because they've been deceiving the masses of the people for so long, they've become deceived in their own mind. To believe that there's no power, that there's the only power that is themselves. But there's a higher power working at large that's governing them to make the moves that they're making so that they can destroy their own system, man. And we can transition to the absolute real world, which is the kingdom.
That's right.
Go on, brother.
That's all I've got on that. But basically, it's like you got those guys like Klaus Schwab saying we will have the Great Reset, the fourth industrial revolution,
Right.
all this kind of shit. But there will be a great reset, but it's going to be the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh.
And it's going to be us ruling the earth, and all of these other nations that enslaved us. We're going to enslave them. We're going to whoop their ass from the beginning stages of it, and then we're going to do it righteously with the people though.
Yep.
Eventually. That's how it's going to go down. Like all empires begun when one nation rose up against another nation. That's just what it is. And that's not going to stop in the kingdom. When the kingdom is set up, we're going to beat these people's asses. Put them where they need to be, where they deserve to be. And we're going to deal with them according to the scriptures. That's how it's going to go down. And then we're going to give people their portion of land, and we're going to deal righteously with them. But I'm telling you, man, the way we're going to rule the people is going to be far more better than this.
That's right.
You better believe it. It's going to be far more better than this. And the nations are going to be happy that we're ruling over them.
Yeah.
So this is going to happen when the Messiah comes back. When the Messiah makes a second return, which he's really a so-called black man. When he makes a second return with the gigantic chariot, then that's going to be the beginning of our kingdom right there.
That's right.
That's where it's all going to begin from there. Jacob's kingdom is going to be established. And we are the people of Jacob. We are the children of Israel. And them people over there that's calling themselves Jayish or Jewish, they even told you the truth right there. They said that they're Jewish. So they letting you know right there. What is it? The truth in plain sight? Telling you the truth in plain sight?
Right.
They're Jewish, but they're not the real ones though. Because the term ish means to pertain to.
That's it.
So they letting you know from the jump. We're not the real McCoys here. So there's gotta be the real McCoys somewhere, right? And it's us.
We don't know where the tribes are anymore.
But they know who the tribes are.
No, I'm just joking. Yeah.
Come on, I know. But they know who the real ones are. It's the same people that they've enslaved, because the so-called Jews were heavily involved in the transatlantic slave trade, by the way. And they run the media, and they've programmed people to believe that the so-called Negro is incapable with these school systems, that they have low IQs and all of this nonsense, and that they're criminals and all of this good talk, right? Well, it's good talk to them. And that's how they basically made sure that Jake was at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But now what they've done is they're flipping the script, and they're making their own people look like the criminals with this media outlet. That's what they're doing, and they're programming people to think a certain way. So this is the thing, but it's all going to be declared and known through the elect that we're the children of Israel worldwide. We're not just some black niggas.
That's right.
Go on, bro.
That's all I had. That's all I got.
Come. Yeah, so with that, we want to give all of the praises to the Most High and the Son.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Call Allah, Palayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And we out of here. Wall, ball as well.
Wall, bubble, ball.
Shalom.